Hi everybody, I'm Adam.
And I'm Jay.
I'm Nick.
We are Encounter Wargaming. Today we're going to play some Carniverse. Alright, so today is a very exciting day. Nick is in the works of writing a game, and it's called the Carniverse, as we just said. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Okay, so this has been my baby for months. It's a open model 28 mil skirmish system. The whole idea is you're fighting against other teams through a campaign of scenarios in a post-apocalyptic dinosaur-infested world. All the dinosaurs are game controlled and they're all random, so you can't really plan for what's going to happen. The more noise you make, and the more conflict you have with the people you're fighting against, the more the world's going to try to eat you. So it's been interesting and it's been fun. And I as much as I hope you enjoy it, I also hope to see you eaten.
I'm sure there'll be lots of that.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's such a cool way to just get together with buddies, tell a cool story. I love the mechanics you have for your characters evolving over time. You have a little base mechanic, so that throughout your games, as you do a campaign, you have this area that's your home base, and it changes, and you build rooms and build things in there that help you go further in the game, and it's cool, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Yeah, this is your first time even seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually seeing it on the table.
Yeah.
I really loved the idea when you first brought it up, and you were like, I'm going to design a game, and
Yeah,
it's going to be dinosaurs running around in a modern day post-apocalypse. I was like, that is an awesome idea. I would play that video game.
That's right. You've done a great job tracking down some really cool models. You've done a good job painting all this stuff up, and so I say we throw down. What's our scenario today, man?
So this one is called Looters. It's basically the learning scenario for the game. So we've already placed 5 resource tokens on the board. There's a few compies running around, and this is going to be the first time that your guys' teams kind of run into each other. You've been surviving up till now, and you're going to cruise into this, which is obviously an old encampment for another team of survivors, and there's just going to be other people there. And then this starts the conflict between Adam and Jay and the Carniverse.
So I guess we're trying to steal it, almost like we're stealing each other's stuff, or we're stealing whatever stuff is in this old encampment.
Yeah, I guess whoever lived here before has left behind some
There's
crap.
a few bodies kicking around.
Yeah.
They've obviously left some half-decent things for you, so...
See what we can salvage.
Yeah.
And for you guys, the compy dinosaurs, they're the littlest critters, since there's a couple starting on the board. And so
yeah,
we
like
don't...
that opening scene of The Lost World with the little girl on the beach. Is that... Yeah, those little guys?
Yeah, those little guys.
Cool.
Great. So why don't we show off our teams? Is that what you call them, teams?
Yep, teams.
Show off the teams. We'll show you guys the board. It's beautiful, and we'll get started.
All right, so this is my Carniverse team, ready for action. Let's see, what do I got here? Okay, this guy over here, I guess, is my leader. He is a veteran character. There's different types of characters in this game that you would choose from. So I've named him Tom because he looks like some Rainbow Six guy. He is my leader. He has a hunting rifle with a scope and a knife. Next to him, I've got Sid, the punk rocker here. He is a prisoner type character. He comes with a sawed-off shotgun, a knife, and he's got liquor to make him a little braver, which is kind of cool. The samurai is Bruce. He is a survivor level character. He also has a 9mm and a knife. What else we got here? We got Mary, the nun with a gun. So 9mm knife, and she has medical supplies, so she can hopefully help some guys not die. And last, I've got my athlete, Tony. He's got a 9mm and a knife, just like everybody else. And yeah, I guess that's it. So there they are, ready to fight Adam's survivors. And here's my team to go romping around in the Carniverse. We have Nick the Tooth as my leader. He's a survival nut, and he is equipped with a 9mm and a heavy blade. Next up, I have Machete Joe. He is a cop with a Desert Eagle and a knife. I also have Jerry Sixpack in the front here. Jerry Sixpack O'Connell. He is a mercenary with a hunting rifle and a knife.
Lastly, I have Duncan Bedside, and she is a nurse with a 9mm and a knife. And I also have Leela the Newt, who's a kid who's just rolling around with a knife. All right, and here's our 3x3 board set up for the first round, the looters scenario in the Carniverse. So check all this stuff out. Busted up cars, fences, old cabin in the woods, busted down wooden fence. Very cool table. I'm super stoked about this. Now, our deployment is such. I have Leela the Newt. I have Duncan Bedside, Jerry Sixpack O'Connell, Machete Joe, and Nick the Tooth. Lined up 3 inches on the board here. And Jay, why don't you tell us what you got going on over there?
Well, basically, Nick told me that the fence is going to interfere with my movement, so I put my fastest guy behind the fence, tried to get these guys sort of on this side so they're not as impeded, but still kind of hidden from your shots. Because we are dealing with true line of sight, I believe. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't really a lot of method to my madness, but yeah, the fence was really my only obstacle, so I'm just hoping to stay far away from those little tiny dinosaurs for now.
Speaking of which, we got these compies preset on the board, so you deploy one, and then the rest goes 6 inches from each other, and Jay and I went back and forth placing them. So we got the compies kind of huddled around this pickup truck, basically in the middle of the board. And the objectives are scattered throughout the board. The first one starts in the middle, and there's 4 more that we went back and forth, taking turns deploying. So we have some loot over here, some loot here, some loot hiding behind the cabin on either side. So there you go. So there's our 5 loot tokens that we are trying to grab in this first mission here. 3 dinosaurs, 5 tokens, 5 survivors on each team. Man, let's see what's coming up next. First things first is the dino phase. So these compies have to move here. Nick, why don't you do that up? What's going on here?
So normally in dino phase, first thing you do is roll for scent of meat, just to see if dinosaurs smell all this humanity on the table. That doesn't happen turn 1, because that can just end really bad.
T-Rex turn 1!
Then there's detection tokens, but there's none on the board. Ammo tokens to see if your guns go dry, none on the board. So the first turn is just compy movement. The way that these move is the one that's closest to a human model it can see moves first, and they have the pack animal trait, so every other compy on the board will follow that first one. So we've already checked it out, and it's this compy right here is closest to the cop, so it will move its 6 inches straight forward, and everything's measured front to base to front to base. So you will end here.
Now, does he have to go around the truck? Can he go over the truck?
No, so they ignore everything that's an inch or lower, and all dinosaurs have that trait. Okay. So they just scramble over top of it. It just gives them a little bit more of a...
the back of the truck's less than an inch, but the roof might be taller.
Exactly. So this one will go.
And the table would block his movement.
So that would be all the compies movement. So then from here, we would go to initiative, and then into the action phase.
Okay.
All right, Jay. It's initiative roll-off time. I get 2 dice, apparently, because lucky me, my cop is within 2 inches of my leader, who boosts his ability to steal the initiative by an extra dice.
Right, and my leader naturally has that ability, so he doesn't need a dude boosting him, he just has that.
There we
so
go.
We're both rolling 2 dice, picking the highest, and adding our leader's leadership.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Looks like you got it.
You have a leadership of 4 as well?
I do.
Okay, so yep, I got an 8, I guess, and you got a 7. Alright, so I won the roll, so I start the action phase. This guy, I just want to get up the board at this point, so it's my understanding that he gets 6 AP this action phase, but I want to run, and I can only do that with up to my max dexterity characteristic, which is 3. So I'm going to get 6 inches of running, and it has to be in a straight line, is my understanding. And then I still have 3 AP to use, so I'm just going to do the normal walk, which would be 3... which I think will put him here. And that's all he's doing this activation.
And then he'll gain the dash token. And
he gets
the...
that's the ram?
Yep, and
so
the protection token.
And he's making noise. Cool.
We're going to go with Leela, the Newt. She is going to dash, total of 4 inches, and then she will use the rest of her AP to move another 3 inches, going towards this loot token. So because she dashed, she'll get a dash token, but she has the ability Stealthy, so she can dash without being detected.
Alright, so I'm going to activate my athlete next. Now, he's 4 inches away from the fence, so I'm going to use 2 of my AP to dash up to the fence. Now, I have to use 2 AP per inch of climb, so this is about an inch, so I'm going to use 2 AP to jump over the fence. And that gives me 3 left because he started with 7. So it's not enough to be able to grab this objective this turn, so I think I'm actually just going to move up next to it over here because I know his hunting rifle has long range down the field, and I want to be obscured from that.
Don't get shot. Come on, bro. Next up, I'm going to do Duncan Bedside. She's going to get crazy and run right into the open field. She's got 6 AP, a dexterity of 3, so I'm going to dash, and then I'm going to walk the rest. There we go. Jay, don't shoot me.
Alright, so my leader's got a sweet gun here, but we do activations before we do shooting. Now, I don't want to dash because I don't want to use my AP up right, sorry, I don't want to make noise. So I'm going to just walk up. He's got 6. This is exactly 6 inches away from the truck. He's just going to walk up here so he can get a nice shot and be covered. Maybe in the shooting phase I can shoot over the hood of that truck and try and pick off some of Adam's characters.
All right, Nick the Tooth is going after this little compy over here, and he's going to bring a heavy blade down on his neck. So to get there, I'm going to dash and just maybe walk even. So that was 6. I got 3 more inches to go. I'll just go right behind him.
Oh, interesting.
Over there. There he is. Nick the Tooth's going to chop up a compy.
Alright, Mary the Nun is going to do very similar to her leader there and just walk up, hopefully getting some cover from the truck, and maybe if somebody comes in range, she can fire that little gun at them.
Jerry 6-pack O'Connell, he's going to just walk right up to this compy right here.
Alright, so I just realized there is a resource token on the far side of this building, so the last character that I have behind the fence here is my samurai Bruce. So he is going to do very similar to my other dudes. He's going to use half of his AP to dash and the other half just to walk forward. So he's right there. And he gets his noise token and his run token.
Machete Joe's got to go. He's going to go 4 and then 2 AP to jump over the wall and touch that compy. We're going to slice all 3 this turn.
Alright, so I have the initiative, so I get to shoot first, and the only thing that's in range is my hunting rifle with scope. He's going to be shooting at Adam's dude with the hunting rifle. Now, I can shoot into combat as long as I'm not involved, but Adam is not going to be able to shoot out of that combat because he's too busy fighting a dinosaur. Now, from this perspective, I am not blocked by terrain, so there's no negatives there. But because I'm shooting into combat, I'm going to take a -1 to my shot. So I've got a firearm rating of 4, so I have to roll this dice and equal 7.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I'm looking for a 3, but the -1 means I need a 4 or higher, right? There you go. So I hit. What happens now, Nick? How do I damage him?
Yeah, you roll a d6 and you'll add the damage rating of the weapon, which is a 3.
Okay. Yeah, so that'll be 6.
So you end up with 6. So then Adam will divide that character's constitution into 6.
Which is 4.
So he's going to
Only takes 1.
only take 1 HP because 4 will go into 6 once whole.
Makes sense. Okay. Cool.
Ouch.
So because I fired a firearm, I make some noise, just like running, but I place an ammo token for a test later in the turn.
Well, since the blood is freshly spilled, why don't we start with Jerry 6-pack O'Connell. He's going to crush his compy in retaliation for getting hit by a bullet.
Yes, this is the melee phase, which happens after shooting. They didn't have any more shooting, so here we go. So in Carniverse, melee is basically speed kills. So it all starts by weapon speed, so whoever has the fastest weapon speed. Compies are considered fast.
I got a knife, so I'm fast too.
That's also considered fast. So then it goes to dexterity. Compies have a 3.
I have a 3.
We're still tied, so then it goes to ability with said weapon, where that compy individually only has a 2.
And I have, it's the F one, right?
It
So
is
fight.
the M.
M?
Yep.
Melee 4.
Okay, so you get to attack first. So you'll roll a d6 and add your melee.
Oh, buddy, get ready.
Getting an 8.
Yeah.
I roll a d6 and add a compy's melee, which is a 2. So the only way I can defend myself is on a 6.
Don't do it.
It's a 1. So now you'll get to apply damage. So it is your strength, plus a
of 3.
d6.
3 plus D6.
So
Bam.
that's 8. Compy has a constitution of 2, which will go into 8 4 times, which is a lot more than their 2 HP. So this compy gets removed. he will gain 2 XP for killing a compy and 1 research point towards the end goal of the campaign.
Amazing. I'll mark that on my sheet. Next, moving on to Machete Joe. He's fighting another compy as well. He's got a melee of 3. He's got a knife. You're only melee 2, you said?
Yeah, he's dexterity 3 as well, right?
Dexterity 3.
So he gets first chance.
Okay, Machete Joe.
Oh, it gets a 7. Oh, the compy defends itself. So this compy actually gets a chance to attack back. So it's the exact same roll again. So the compy will roll a d6, add 2. You'll roll a d6 and add your melee to defend yourself.
Sounds good.
Oh, the compy's doing some damage. So a compy on its own has a strength rating of 2. So I roll a d6 and I will add that 2.
Dude!
Another 8. So his constitution
is 4.
So it'll go into it twice. So he takes 2 HP, which should leave him...
he's got HP of 3.
So he's got 1 HP left, and this combat is still going on. So then it'll shift over to your other guy here.
Let's just straight roll into it, shall we?
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, so I am a fight 3, melee 3, dexterity 3, and he's got a heavy blade, so I'm going second.
Heavy blade, is medium, so he's going to have to defend himself first against this compy. Let's see if this compy's a killer like the other one. Oh, but you actually win and defend yourself because you have the higher melee, so you get to attack back now.
That's what's up. Die compy, here it comes. Oh, there's another 6.
Oh, literally 6s, but he dishes damage. So a heavy blade adds 2 to your strength. Beauty. So he's going to add 5.
So strength 5 plus 3 is 8.
8. Again, that rolls into the compy's constitution 4 times. Compy's removed. He gets 2 XP and 1 research point.
End of the turn. Nick, what do we do now?
Well, we had no casualties, so we just bypass the end phase. That doesn't happen until someone has suffered a casualty. So then it rolls back into the dinosaur phase. We're technically turn 2 now. So now we start the dinosaur phase with scent of meat. So now based on the number of people that are on the board, on a 6, a dinosaur shows up. It does not. So then we go to detection tokens. So we're rolling again. If you get a 7, so it's a d6 plus the number of detection tokens on each character. We'll draw a dinosaur.
On each one?
So we're rolling separately for each character?
Exactly. Okay. So on a 6, this guy will draw a dinosaur.
Sure.
Nope. 6 over here.
All right. No, no!
Yes. So roll 2d6 and I'll tell you what comes out.
2d6?
2d6. Yeah, it's all randomized.
Bedside, stay alive. 9.
A 9 ends up being a compy. Now this is the interesting thing about compies. A compy comes into play on the closest table edge to another compy. And right now, this is the only other compy.
Machete Joe!
So the compy will show up on that table edge.
Yep.
And that is that detection token. So then we go over to Jay's team.
Cool.
So your prisoner, on a 6, he will draw a dinosaur.
Yep.
Go!
Oh, it's coming right here too, right?
Yeah, 2d6, and we'll see what shows up.
No T-Rex.
7 is another compy. Now, strangely enough, copies come into play in the closest table edge to
so
another compy.
Woo! All right.
And then over here, on a 6, he'll draw
the
a
leader with
dinosaur.
the noise, yeah.
Nope. And then you have your
samurai guy.
back behind.
Nope.
And he does not.
So, athlete.
And
and the athlete, yeah. He
No!
does. So 2d6.
No compies!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And a 5. And a 5 is a Pachycephalosaurus.
Ow, no!
So these are the ones that charge and ram, and he's going to come in right there.
Closest to him, but he's actually closer than
this guy. So unfortunately your samurai is going to take the beating from that one. So the next thing that happens after detection tokens
high school kid
is ammo checks.
Okay.
So it was just your leader that took a shot. Mm-hmm. So he will add a d6 and add the number of ammo tokens he has.
So,
and if that equals or exceeds the ammo rating of that weapon will go empty.
So where do I see the ammo rating for that weapon?
It is a 6.
A quick reference here?
Yep.
It's a 6?
Yep, so on a 5 or higher.
I have to roll 5 or less.
You want 4. So if you roll a 5, you're going to equal that 6.
Ah, okay. So less than 5, not 5 or less. Oh, no.
So maybe he didn't come to battle with a fully loaded weapon.
That's a 7.
So you can just flip that token upside down to show that he has gone empty. And then at this point, we'll remove all the other tokens, and then the dinosaurs will move.
Everybody else's tokens go?
All right, so unfortunately for this guy, he's going to turn into compy meat, potentially. So this one can get over here with the 6 inches. But luckily for him, there's no way for this one to get into base contact with the 6 inches of movement. It just can't happen. So what'll happen is he'll move straight over and he'll stop on that side of the barricade. So he'll only have to face 2 compies.
Right, I'm getting swarmed by dinos, so I gotta see if I am scared of them or not. And I got a bravery value of 4, and I'm gonna add a d6. And they're not so terrifying. They have a terror of 2, so let's roll off and see who wins.
Oh, they're scary enough. So what that means is he's going to have to stay in base contact with these compies through this turn, right into the next melee phase before he can attempt to break away again next turn.
Oh, geez, Machete Joe. I might have to rename you.
So over here, the Pachycephalosaurus that was drawn by the athlete is actually going to end up running at your survivor because he's the closest.
Okay.
Now they have a movement of 7 inches. This is way more than 7 inches.
Oh, yeah.
Or way less, sorry.
Yeah.
So he's going to come into contact. Now they have a rule called Charger. So in the dinosaur activation phase, if they've moved 2 inches, they can make a crush attack against you. So we'll roll off as though we were rolling for melee.
Okay.
So you're going to roll and add the 3 for your melee skill for your
Right.
survivor, and I will roll and add the 3 for the Pachycephalosaurus.
Damn.
So he gets an 8, so he's actually going to be able to do some damage. So he gets a +1 to this roll for hitting you with his domed head.
Yep.
So his strength is a 3, becoming a 4, so that is an 8. So your survivor has a constitution of 3, which will go into that twice.
Okay, so he takes 2 damage?
Yeah, you should have 1 hit point left.
Uh-oh.
And now we can make a bravery check while we're at it.
Okay.
So you'll roll a d6 and add your bravery.
Where's my...
Should be 3.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I'll roll a d6 and add the terror of 3. Oh, so you are also scared of this dinosaur and
I got a
cannot break
4.
away this turn.
Dino turn is over, so let's see who's getting the initiative in turn 2. I only get 1 dice this time because I'm not within 2 inches of my cop.
But I get 2 pick the highest.
You do.
Cool. That's a bad roll.
So thankfully for me, I got a 4. Jay got a 2.
+4 is 6.
And I'm at 8. So I'll have initiative. Let's see what happens. All right, I have initiative, so I'm going to go first. And what's going to happen is Bedside is going to dash 6 inches up to her dexterity for 3 AP. And with her other 3 AP, she's going to pick up this backpack here.
Okay. My football star here, he's going to walk up with 1 AP. He's going to take 3 to grab the resource. And then he uses the last 2 just to back off so he doesn't get shot.
Leela the Newt spending 2 AP to touch that one and 3 AP to pick it up. That's a total of 5.
Now, just to game it for you.
Yeah, game it.
Game it. So you walked up standard movement to pick
Yep.
it up for 2,
Yep.
right? And then you pick this up for 3.
Yep.
And it becomes bulky, so she has no more AP left.
Yep.
So if you spend 1 point to dash 2 inches,
Mm-hmm.
and then pick that up, and then you still lose that last AP,
So
right?
that was 1.
Well, she wouldn't have 1 because she had 5. So
Oh.
1 to move, 3 to pick up. You lose the last one, but the trick is she would gain that dash token, which makes her harder to shoot.
Yes.
-1 to hit shooting. Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's cool. Okay.
Let's do it. Meh.
All right, so Sid the punk, he's going to move up here and just kind of hang out behind the ass end of this vehicle so he can take some pot shots at the nurse in his shooting phase.
Nick the Tooth, he's getting brave, going for that other token there. We're going to dash up to here and normal move, and we are good to go.
Making some noise. All right, I'm going to activate my leader. It takes him 2 AP to remove the token, so he reloaded his gun. And then I got 4 more to use, but I'm not going to want to use them all because I just want to move over a little bit this way, I think, so I can try and stop One Tooth Nick over there from getting that resource token.
All right, Jerry Sixpack, he's going 1 inch to touch this.
No.
He's going to spend 3 to grab that.
It loses 1 because it's bulky.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going 1 inch over here, touch this guy.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Help his buddy.
That's it. Got to keep Machete Joe alive.
Alright, the only one I can activate left is my nun, and Nick alerted me to the fact that she is a buff for all these guys. She makes everybody braver. So, she has a 6-inch range on that bravery ability. So I'm going to use 2 of her action points to go to the fence, 2 to jump the fence, and the final 2 to just move sort of here. So she's within 6 of all 3 of these guys, making them all a little bit braver.
Initiative, I've got nothing to shoot. I tried measuring some things out. I was just out of range of that shot there. So yeah, nothing to shoot for me. Jay, what are you going to do?
So I moved the punk here with the plan of shooting her, I guess. So I'm going to shoot him.
Yeah.
Now, you said it's -1 because
She
ran,
Yeah.
and that's the only
dashed.
modifier, though?
Yep.
Because she's not blocked by terrain or anything. So I need a 4 or higher to hit her?
You would need a 5 because his firearms 3 drops to a 2 with the -1, so you need a 5
Okay.
to hit a 7.
Woo! 6.
Oh, he does
Oh
it.
no.
And now
So you
just add the strength of the weapon. Is
Yep.
that the
So
deal?
you have to roll because it's stepped fire. So she is over 8 inches away.
Okay.
So your sawed-off shotgun at over 8 inches away has a damage rating of 1. So you're going to roll a d6
Okay.
and add 1.
2.
So 2. With her constitution of 3, she takes a wing but does nothing.
Nothing.
So the fun part about a sawed-off shotgun is it's loud. So you create 2 detection tokens.
2 noise tokens?
Yep. And 1 ammo.
Oh. Okay, so my leader's going to try and shoot downfield at the hillbilly there. Now, he ran, so it's -1. He's also behind this wall here, which is another -1. So this guy would normally need a 3, but now I'm looking at a 5 or higher to hit him. Damn. Okay.
Miss, taking noise and ammo, sir.
That is correct.
6-pack is going to come in and save Machete Joe, so he's going to fight that compy. He has a knife. He has a fight of 4, dexterity of 3, so I'm definitely going first.
Well, you're definitely going first.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, I
Yep.
can't beat that. So, Compy has 2 constitution and 2 HP.
Ah!
Oh, you just did a whopping like 7 to him. So that's enough.
Bam. All right, so now we can just roll straight into Machete Joe's fight here. So I'm no longer taking a minus, right? Because I'm not outnumbered.
Yep.
Which is nice. Machete Joe. He's also a knife, so that's fast. Dexterity 3, we tie. Fight of 4, so I'll go first. Here we go. 4 is 8. Let's get him off my back. Ah! Oops.
Boom. That's enough.
Beauties.
So that'd be a 6.
You're welcome, buddy.
All right, so now we're on to this melee combat over here. The Pachycephalosauruses are a little bit slower than Compies, so they attack at a medium speed.
Okay.
So you are armed with a knife, which is fast, so you actually get the first chance to try and hurt this thing.
Okay.
So you roll d6 and add your melee, which is 3.
Yep.
Getting a 5.
5.
And I will roll d6 and add the Pachycephalosaurus' melee, which is also 3.
There you go.
I get a 4. So
Stabby,
you
stabby.
get to deal some damage. So you'll roll a d6 and add your strength.
Which is 3 as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
9.
9. So this dino has a constitution of 3, meaning it's going to take 3 HP. Lucky for it, it starts the game with 4.
Oh.
So it has 1 left, and now it'll get a chance to attack back.
Damn.
So we'll each roll and add our respective melee. I get a 5. You get a 4. Wow, we're reversing.
I only got 1 hit point left, though.
Yeah, you do, so I got to roll like extremely low here. Oh, okay, so I got a 6 plus the strength of 3, which is a 9, which will roll your constitution into it 3 times. You only have 1 HP left.
He did.
He is removed from the field of battle, and he will roll on the injury table at a -1 because he was removed from a dinosaur when we get to that point.
Ooh, okay.
So at the end of turn 2, we go into morale. What has to happen here?
All right, so Jay's team has taken a casualty, so now he has to start making morale rolls. So
Okay.
he will roll a d6. He will add the number of casualties he's taken versus the number of human casualties he's inflicted. So in this case, he's just rolling a d6 and adding 1.
Yeah, I haven't killed anything yet, so.
Do we roll per character or total
No,
for the
just
team?
total. Ooh, 6. So generally you don't want to roll high. High is
No
bad.
kidding.
So he ends up with a 7. So what this goes up against is it's his leader's leadership value plus the number of other people he still has on the field of combat. So his leader has a leadership of 4.
Correct.
Plus he has the nun, making it 5, the athlete making it 6, and the prisoner making it 7. So he has tied that 7, and he has maintained morale and will stick around to fight another
So
turn.
there's no way I could have lost.
Not that turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Just wanted to give you some stress.
Yeah, totally.
At the start of turn 3, and the dinosaurs phase is coming up. Here we go. What's going on now?
So first thing is sent to meet. So on a 6, a random dino shows up.
No!
A random dino shows
There
up.
you go.
What's it going to be?
Oh,
It's going to be
no!
11. So that is a Dilophosaurus. It's going to come in on the edge closest to another person, which in this case looks like your nun over there.
Uh-oh.
So the Dilo is going to come over here. He just smelled that nun, and he's ready to have himself a taste.
Yeah, he's got blood, samurai blood scent in the nose.
So the next thing that's going to happen is all these detection tokens to see if any more dinosaurs are drawn. So on a 6, this one will draw 1.
Nope.
Nope. On a 6, the nurse will draw 1.
Nope.
Yeah,
Yep.
2d6. What's it going to be? Any
Okay.
other comp you got to deal with?
7.
7. Yes, it is.
Sorry, pal.
Another compy comes in on the board. So Over here, your prisoner only needs a 5 to draw one because he let off his boomstick last time.
That makes sense. +1 for the extra one.
Oh, he's okay.
Yep.
And your leader over here on a 6. Nope. And that is all of the noise tokens that are out there.
Yep.
So then we go into ammo. So the first thing we'll do is for your shotgun. Mm-hmm. So the shotgun has an ammo rating of 2, so effectively it's just going empty, the sawed-off. Both barrels get fired, and this turn it's empty and needs to be reloaded.
Okay, so there's no roll?
Flipped. There's no roll for that one.
Okay.
And then over here on a 5 or 6, your hunting rifle will go empty again. You just brought a whole bunch of half-empty clips to the fight. There's no more ammo tokens out here, so we can roll right into dinosaur movement if we want to just smash through that.
Noise gets removed?
Yep, noise.
Every other token except for the ammo?
Yep. All right, so because of this guy's extreme love of tiny dinosaurs, this one will end up popping over here, and this one with its 6 inches. It's like deja vu from last turn all over again. If you can get rid of all those compies, we will not have that problem anymore.
Yes, and he'll be waiting around the battlefield.
Random edge or whatever edges.
So then over here,
person.
the Dilophosaurus, closest thing is the nun. So the Dilophosaurus will go here to the nun. They normally have a spit attack if they end within 6 inches, but now they're in base contact, so that doesn't happen. But unfortunately, the other thing that's closest to is the Pachycephalosaurus.
Oh, shit.
Now it's moving 2 inches.
There's one done.
So it gets its charge attack against her. So
Smack of the back with a bony crest.
Yeah, so I will roll my d6 and add melee, which is 3. I've got a 7.
Oh, I got a 1.
She has a 1, adding to her 2 of melee, so she's taking some damage here. So it has...
Worst fighter.
Oh!
Well, this is the worst part of the Carniverse. So it has a strength of 4 on the charge attack.
Yep.
Rolling a 6 takes it to a 10. So unfortunately for your nun, her constitution of 3 goes into that more than 3 times.
Right,
she has 3 hit points.
Yep.
And your nun just got absolutely smoked and crushed. The edges of the table are a scary place in the Carniverse.
Yep.
Versus bravery. There we go. 4 plus 3.
Oh, I'm 4 plus 2.
All right, so I'm good this time.
You're good. You can break away. You can run from these compies if you want.
Maybe. Okay, let's have a little roll off again. My leader, again, is nowhere near the cop, so I'm getting 1d6.
Oh, yeah, I get to pick the highest. My leader naturally has that.
Oh,
there you go.
Wins, though.
Jade got
enough to help. All right, so right now I think my punk is going to have to help out my dude who has the resource here and possibly my leader too. So I'm going to take 2 AP to reload, take away that ammo token. He gets to dash up to 6 inches because he's got the 3 dexterity or whatever it's called. And then he gets to move an extra 2 because he's still got... That was 5. He's got 1 left.
2, 3. Yeah, you got 1 left.
Yeah, so he moves 1 inch, bringing him within 6 of the dino. So we get a little better shot with the shotgun.
Leela the Newt's got 5 AP, dexterity of 2, so she is going to dash 4 inches and through here in a straight line. Bloop, bloop. And then I got 3 more AP.
You'd have 2 more.
2 more?
Because she's carrying something that's bulky.
Aha. So I guess I'll just move another 2 inches to there. Alright.
Alright, so leader's got 6 AP. He's going to have to spend 2 to reload. Getting rid of my ammo token, if I can grab it. And then he's going to take 3 to go into Overwatch in case the nurse decides to move. You can fire at her. Either way, in my shooting phase, I'm probably going to fire at the dinos. If I want to, I can move an inch, because I still have 1. Yeah, maybe we'll just put him there so that he's hidden from her. Ah, she's not in range anyway, is she?
Alright. Nurse is moving. She goes an inch, and then it triggers.
I'm going to shoot you!
You are? Alright, let's do it.
So I need a 3 or higher to hit you?
Do it.
Yep.
No! You suck. You're the worst leader ever.
Life is a bitch in the Carniverse. So finish my dash, and then I'll walk another 2. I'll gain a noise and a detection.
Okay. So my athlete with the resource is going to have to hop the fence for 2 and move 4 to fight the dino. He's going to try and stab him and take off that 1 hit point. Hopefully giving me a chance to run to the edge next time.
Jerry 6-pack. He is -1, so I got 5 inches to skirt around. We're basically going to take it to get all the way over here and touch this copy right there. And then we'll go straight over to Nick, the tooth. He'll take 4 inches to get to here, and then 2 AP to get around the other side and touch that. I got no AP to pick it up.
Right.
All right, so Machete Joe, he's going to spend 3 AP to move an inch away from the dinos, and then he's going to go in and fight that guy.
All right, so shooting phase, he's going to shoot at Mr. Dilophosaurus. So he normally hits on a 4, but he ran, so he's going to hit on a 5. Woo!
Ooh, nice.
Got him.
All right. And then...
Strength 3
what am I
plus
rolling?
D6.
Yeah, D6 plus his strength of 3 at that range.
Right.
For the damage.
Medium range, yep.
Get a 6.
There's a
Okay,
6.
so 6 total, so it has a constitution of 3, so it's going to take 2 HP and have 2 left.
Oh, no.
Well, no, your gun. Your
Yeah,
other
I'm
buddy's
gonna shoot
going
with
to
my
go.
other guy, right?
Do it. Shoot him.
Just do it now?
Why not?
Yeah, okay.
What? Or I guess no, I have to go now. I got no shooting. Straight back into the action.
I should have just kept going. All right, so now this guy, though, he didn't run or nothing, so he's hitting on a 3, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Cool. He's
Nailed
gonna
it.
hit that
D6
off.
and adding 3 for his hunting rifle.
Beautiful. So...
5.
it's only 5.
It's only going to do 1 point of damage. Damn. The Dilophosaurus still stands with
So
1.
close yet so far.
All right, now that ends shooting for all of us. So
Yep.
we go into melee.
Yep.
And Jay, you get to pick first.
You get all your ammo tokens and all that crap too.
Oh yeah, another ammo for him.
Oh, another ammo for
noise.
each.
Well, 2 for the prisoner, for the loud shotgun. 1 for this guy, and then they each get
2
1 ammo.
noise.
Yeah.
Yes.
2 here.
He's got 3 noise.
Oh jeez, 1 there.
And another one for him.
Yep. And then they each get an ammo,
Ammo.
token.
So he gets a second ammo.
Yep.
And he gets...
He gets 1.
Wow. More tokens than models.
Stuff's going down.
Alright, so we're gonna deal with this one.
Yeah,
I
let's do
guess
it.
so.
So your athlete has got a knife, right?
Yep.
So you're actually going to get to attack first because the Pachycephalosauruses are medium. So
Yeah,
You're
that
gonna-
was the plan.
D6.
And hopefully I can
and
take off
add
his
your
last
melee.
point. Give me a 6. It's a 3.
So that turns into a 6.
6, yeah.
Well, I've got a 4 plus my 3. It turns into a 7. So it's
Oh.
defended itself. It's going to attack
So
back.
he gets to attack back, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now I gotta defend.
I got a 6 that time. You defended yourself. We're a stalemate.
Nothing
Stalemate.
happens.
Ooh. Who's gonna go first? Oh,
Oh, he's still going to win,
I'll
though.
beat you. And strength 3.
Yeah, that's 4. That's still enough.
And then 6-pack.
You deal your damage.
Yeah, squish him.
And he's squished. So they each gain 2 XP and you'll gain 2 research points. All right, end phase. Jay's team's taking a few more casualties, so he's got 2 guys off the board right now, so he's going to roll a D6 and add those 2 casualties. 3. He's going to be fine because his leader on his own has a leadership of 4, so they are still sticking around to fight.
Excelente.
Good. Get you a chance to get some XP and that resource. All right, we are turn 4, dino phase.
All right, sent to meet to begin with. Does all this stench of combat bring in more dinosaurs? Oh, lucky for you guys, it does not. All right, detection tokens. So on a 6, your nurse will draw someone.
Don't do it.
No, it does not. Well, we're gonna do that guy last because he's too much fun. So on a 5, your leader will draw one. He does. Roll me 2d6. What's it gonna be? There's like a herd over here. or something.
T-Rex. Oh,
11. That's
11.
another dilo.
Ah.
Gonna come in right there. And now your prisoner only needs a 4 to draw a dinosaur.
Oh, he's
and he
good.
doesn't. All right, so then we'll go to ammo roll. So on a 4, now this guy will go empty. He does. He's just like a shot and empty. You got to teach him how to load a magazine. And then this guy will automatically go empty because of the sawed-off shotgun.
Automatically.
Yeah, because it's just got an armor or ammo value of 2.
Okay. And then, so I flip these over and everything else
Yeah,
goes
all
away.
tokens go away, and then we'll move dinosaurs.
Okay.
All right, so first thing that'll happen here, this Dilophosaurus will move, and it doesn't get to spit, again, because it's gotten into base contact. This one, with its movement, cannot get into base contact with the athlete. So it will actually end up going to the next closest, which is this guy, and getting into base contact with him. So now we'll have to roll a couple terror checks. So the athlete will roll and get his d6, and he rolls against the worst terror of the things he's facing, which is just a dilo at 3. So I'll roll a d6 and add 3. You're going to be able to break away. So 2 dinosaurs doesn't scare this guy anymore. He's seen some things. He's ready to go.
Okay.
And
that
then
might actually work for me. This time.
the leader will
run
roll
off the
again,
table.
adding his bravery. He's fine as well, so he
Wow.
can break away from the dilo. And that's the end of the dinosaur phase, so we're into initiative and another action phase.
Well, Jay, initiative. You get 2 dice.
Oh yeah, I got 2 pick the
Pick the
highest.
highest. Nah,
Still 3.
I'll get initiative this turn. All right. Nick the Tooth spending 3 to pick up this resource, and then he will spend another 3.
He only has 2.
Oh, he only has 2 now. Yes. So he'll spend 2
4 inches.
to dash 4 inches.
Creates noise and -1.
Indeed. There he goes.
So, because my athlete won that terror roll, he can use 3 AP to jump out an inch. And he's still got 3, so I can dash my full 6 if I need to, which is going to get me right off the board. That gets me a resource. Now Nick's telling me that he still gets a noise token, and it goes where he exited the board, just in case it can attract more dinosaurs. But that gets me the first resource to get off the table.
I'll follow that up with the kid, who will dash stealthily and move
There you go.
and get off the board.
Okay, the leader is going to spend 3 to disengage an inch. He's going to spend 2 to reload, and then his last 1 just to move another inch and not be so close to the dinosaurs.
All right. 6-pack is just dashing off the board, leaving a noise token behind with his resource.
All right, prisoner is going to spend 2 to reload. Yeah, and I guess that's all he does right now, right? Because I mean, I can move, but I want to stay in close range of this guy to be able to shoot at the dino. So, don't think I want to move very far.
This guy is going to go for the board edge as well, and he'll make it off, even though he doesn't have a resource. At least he won't die with 1 wound left, but he will leave a noise token behind there. Oh, and I do have my nurse to do, who can go 6. She's got a dexterity of 3, so there's my dash, and then I got 3. Nope, only 2 more because I'm carrying something.
Right.
To go there, almost off the board for her too. We're gonna try and get a cheeky kill steal right here. My dude ran, and that dilo, the dome head, the Pachycephalosaurus, is also in cover from the building and the hay bale. So I'm gonna need 6 here. Let's see that big dino. No, not quite.
Miss.
So I'll take a noise and an ammo, and that'll be that. Don't get my kill steal. Sid's
All
going.
right.
Shoot him.
Yep, he's going to fire his shotgun point blank at this dino right here. And he misses. At point blank range with a freaking shotgun? Are you kidding? You suck.
Alright, I got nothing else to shoot, so you might as well
So I
go
might
to
as well
your
just
leader.
do my leader. Now, the leader's original plan was to shoot at this guy over here because I want to at least get 1 dino kill out of this.
Do it.
But he hits on 3s, which is great. Does the fence interfere?
Nah.
No? Alright. It hits.
Nice. So it's 3 for a hunting rifle.
Right.
And he's Constitution 3, so I think you just get him. Right? Because you roll a dice?
Right, and then I add 3 to
Big
that,
time.
which would be 9.
You would have
I
done 3
kill
damage.
him 3 times over.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's only got 1 left.
There you go.
Cool.
So you get 5 XP and 3 research points.
Nice.
We're doing morale now. So Jay needs to roll a dice and equal to or get under 5 right now, and his dice is +2. Let's see what happens. Oh, nice! Breaking.
That's an 8.
Fails morale,
He
and
breaks.
I think
So what
we
happens
can. We'll end the game here and do some remaining things we have to do. So my 2 remaining characters on the board automatically run away with their resource token that they grabbed because they did not break.
All right, so now we start the in-between game stuff of the Carniverse. So we'll start with Jay's team here. So his leader survived the encounter even though he broke, so he still gets an additional D6 experience points to add to his pool. He gets 5, so that would give him a total of 10.
Yeah, because he killed a dino.
Awesome, so he'll be able to actually level up after this one game, which
Excellent.
is great. The prisoner also gets another D6 because he survived. He gets
5 as
5.
well.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
So the next thing we're on to now is your survivor. So he not only did he get removed from play, but he was removed from play by a dinosaur. So you're going to roll 2d6, and we're going to subtract 1 from that total to see what kind of injury he ends up with.
12.
12. So that actually becomes 11.
God.
So he is infected. So this character's injuries have resulted in a permanent infection that's constantly threatening their central nervous system. So they suffer a permanent -1 penalty to their constitution. And then any subsequent rolls like that, their constitution just keeps on dropping. So because it was a dinosaur that turned into an 11, had you rolled a 12, just been shot by, say, one of Adam's guys, he actually would have gained experience and learned from his mistakes.
Oh, nice. So because a dino killed me,
it dropped
I'm
down
infected.
by 1. You're infected. Yeah. So then it goes to your nun, who was also injured by a dino. So again, it's 2d6, subtracting 1. That's
So
8.
7?
Becomes a 7. She gets a full recovery. Woo! Almost like some omnipotent being is looking out for her. And then last but not least, we've got your dude your athlete who gets D6 XP just for surviving. He gets additional 1. He got 5 for getting the resource token off the board. And we also get to see what's in that resource token that he got. So you're going to roll me 2d6 twice.
Okay.
So we have a 5, and then again. And a 7. So he ends up finding he gets D6 resource points. So he finds 2 resource points in there, and he ends up finding another 9mm. So not the best haul for him.
Okay.
And yeah, there we can go to level up your guy.
Alright, so my leader ended up with 10 XP, which allows him to go up 1 level. Now I have the choice of either giving him a skill or upgrading one of his characteristics, but that's all random. So I've decided to roll on the leadership skills table.
Mm-hmm. So roll me a D6.
So I just roll a die.
Yeah.
3.
So this is a 3. So he ends up with lead by example.
Okay.
So anybody that's near that character is inspired to fight a little harder. So if he's within 5 inches of a friendly character that's engaged in melee, they add +1 to their melee attribute.
Cool.
He himself does not gain from that skill.
Okay, but he helps everybody else. Cool.
100%.
I will write that down. And that's it, right?
Yep, that's it, that's all. So then we have...
Alright, it's my turn. I somehow escaped unscathed in the Carniverse this round.
Which is ridiculous.
Has it ever happened before?
No, this is... it's been close, but yeah, that was a good showing.
Alright, well...
I feel like the Carniverse is going to have to get some revenge on you at some point, but...
And I at least came out bloody.
That's
Covered
true.
in compy blood.
Yeah, that's very, very true. All right, so we'll start off with your leader here.
Good.
So he gets an extra D6 XP.
Nick the Tooth. Going
Gets
up another
4
4.
XP just for surviving the mission. Plus he gets an additional 5 for carrying a resource token off the board.
5.
Yeah.
A full 5. Alright, so I'll be at 11.
You'll be at 11, so he'll be able to jump this turn. So the next thing we'll do is let's see what's in his resource token that he got there. So
First 2d6 is 6. Second 2d6 is 8.
So he gets D6 resource points.
Sounds good.
Only
1.
And unfortunately, just another knife. It's almost like these people didn't really leave anything around here when they got butchered. So next we'll go to your cop. So he survived. He gets a D6 XP. He gets 6. We
Brings
already
him
had
to
4.
10.
So he'll be able to level up. This is scary. All right, so then your mercenary guy. So
Jerry.
he'll get a D6.
Jerry
for surviving.
6-pack.
So he'll get 5 for surviving.
So he's at 11 now, too.
He'll get 5 for carrying a resource token off the board.
Oh, my goodness.
And we get to see what's in his resource token.
Yeah. 5. Yeah. 11 goes up to 16.
Mm-hmm.
Beauties.
So 2d6 twice.
Well, I did the 5 for carrying it, and now it's 2d6?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
2. Highs and lows. We're good.
Ooh.
Another highs and lows. 7.
27.
So he gets a d6 resource points. So
Big whammy. 5.
And he gains a semi-automatic.
Semi-automatic. All right.
So then over to your nurse. So she gains 5 for carrying off a resource token plus an additional d6.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus
1. And let's see what's in her loot there.
Give me another double 1. Oh,
my
boy.
God.
Called it. And 24.
So you get d6 plus 3 resource points.
Amazing. Oh, my
So
gosh.
4 resource points, but you also gain D3 bottles of liquor. You found their stash.
All right.
3
3.
bottles of liquor. All right, and then now we've got your kid. So 5 for carrying off a token.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
D6 for survival.
Give me a 5. Yeah.
Oh my god. And let's see what she found.
All right, so first 2d6.
6.
64.
4. So you gain a d6 plus 3 resource points.
Big whammy. That's 7.
7. And somehow in that tiny little thing she was carrying, there's a fire axe.
All right.
Yeah, so now we can go into leveling up your dudes.
Beautiful. So I think what I want to do is I want that melee buff on my leader as well. So I'm going to try and get a leadership skill with him as well. Can I? Yes.
Yeah, he has leadership. So yeah, you can roll a d6.
Give me a 3. Nope.
Gets a 2. So he ends up with whatever you need. So he has the same skill now as your kid. So anybody within 6 inches of him gets +1 to their bravery.
All right, sounds good. And now
your cop can level up as well.
Yeah, and he has right now he's got a desert eagle and a knife. What does the fire axe do?
The fire axe is a slow weapon, but it adds +3 to your strength.
Garrity. So
For breaking down doors.
Just to go melee and mental. What are some of the things I can do with mental?
Most of the mental skills are outside of.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're in between game stuff is most of the mental stuff. Except for first aid is still outside of game.
Let's go for a stat on this guy.
All right, so it's 2d6. Let's see what you get.
All right, I kind of want the average of 7 because I know that's another melee, and I think that'd be really good for him. Oh.
2. He gains +1 action point.
All right.
He just became Action Jackson over there.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Wow.
And then we got
Your mercenary can level up.
yeah,
Jay, this is getting scary.
Yep.
He's
He's got lots of level
You
up.
have to take some of these people out next game.
Okay, Jerry's 6-pack. He's got firearms, melee, physical, and this is the dude with my hunting rifle. So I'm gonna go firearms. Skill path.
All right, d6 it. Let's see what we got. 3. So he just got himself sniper.
Nice.
Okay, so he's adept at picking out the best placement for your bullets. Each time he makes a shooting attack and rolls a 6 on the die, that attack has its damage resolved as if its strength was 1 higher.
Nice.
So
Okay.
then we have
The kid.
Your kid, yeah. The kid can only roll for stat increases. They cannot have skills.
I'm fine with that. Give me some melee.
6. The kid gains +1 to their bravery.
Okay.
Which is also good to escape and whatnot.
All right.
All right.
That's all my stuff.
That's all your stuff. You actually have enough resource points that you could add somebody to your team because your leader did survive the conflict.
Ooh, well, let's talk about that for a minute in a second.
So yeah, that makes sense.
It's usually a pretty fast and bloody one.
All right.
But
Sounds good.
So that's the end of the game. Yeah. I think it's cool.
Yeah, you liked it?
Well, I mean, I'm feeling good because none of my guys died.
Yeah,
a bunch of stuff.
He leveled up like all of his characters.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well for you.
Yeah. No kidding.
How'd you feel about it?
I think it was a lot of fun, actually. It was wicked
even
cool.
though you got beat on?
Yeah, I'm not the kind of guy who cares if I win or lose, as long as we have a good time.
That's right, and you learned something.
As long as some really cool stuff happens, which actually some really cool stuff did happen.
That's right. And you learned not to stay near the edge.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, the edges are terrifying.
Yeah.
They're not a good spot to be.
Which is funny, because this scenario you had to get to the edge. So that's the thing with my athlete. Like, he just ran up there, grabbed the thing, he was slowly getting back, and all of a sudden these dinosaurs start showing up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's kind of a pain in the butt, but...
Yeah, we had minor interaction between the two of us. It was mostly us fighting dinosaurs.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
I think in a different scenario, we're going to be fighting each other a lot more.
Yeah.
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 And I didn't appreciate getting bullets from across the table from me.
Yeah, that was pretty much...
fair enough.
That was more or less the only interaction between us, I guess. Me shooting you long range, you shooting at me long range when you started to get your leader off the other edge there.
Yeah, well, no, I was shooting dinosaurs, bro.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Steal your dinosaur
Well, yeah,
kills.
you got hedged right in the beginning with all the compies.
Well, that's true. You're shooting the dinosaurs across the
Well,
table.
he's dealing with
me.
that. Then you got swarmed on that side. So
That's right.
it didn't really give you an opportunity to interact too much between each other.
No, not really.
Yeah, so, I mean, the cool thing is, at least for your one guy who did kill a big dinosaur, like, he basically got all the benefits that two of my dudes did, having to just sit here and fight them
Kill
for
5
4
little
turns,
dinosaurs.
right?
Yeah.
So that's a sweet bonus when you kill those big ones, which is really neat. I'm
Yeah,
excited to see what a T-Rex is worth.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. Because
Just
it's
go
going to cost
straight
you.
to Eden.
Yeah.
Game over. Campaign done.
You win. Game over.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's beat it yet. So
Okay.
Right,
The T-Rex?
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to happen today, probably. We need to level up a little bit more. Maybe find a bazooka. I don't know, is that possible?
No, there's miniguns, though.
Hey, a minigun will help.
Yeah, minigun, it makes a lot of noise. No, but yeah, I'm glad I got a chance to show this to you guys, and yeah, I'm excited to see what your team does now for a little bit of
Being
revenge.
a little behind.
That's it. So, guys, there's another video going to be coming out next time. We're going to do an ambush.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to put me in a bad situation and Jay in a good one and see what he can make of it.
Yeah.
See if I can tie it up at least, right?
That's it.
Become a little more, yeah.
So stay tuned for more Carniverse in the future. Guys, are we ready to roll out of this one?
Yeah, I think so.
Awesome. Guys, thanks so much. We would love if you jump down there, hit subscribe, jump over to his website, which is down there in the link below. You can check out the game as it comes out. All sorts of new stuff's coming up too.
That's
It's
right.
exciting. I mean, the whole thing is new, and there's already more ready. We're excited. So just more
Already
dinosaurs.
planning
Who knows? Who knows? So keep up with the updates in his social media and his website. It's what's the website? Carniverse.
It's cardboarddungeon.ca is the
it is.
website. Facebook is probably where you'll get more updates.
Let's see updates. Yeah, you're a mad fiend on the Facebook.
I like
On
it.
the Facebook, he's on the Instagram.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
hitting buttons, so
Yeah.
it's good. Button pusher.
There we go. So subscribe, like, check his stuff out too. And guys, if you really like this video and you want to see more in the future, jump down to our Patreon link below where you can support us for as little as $1 a video. You get cool perks to with extra video content as well as getting exclusive discounts at some online retailers. And Jay, why don't you tell them about these bad boys?
Also, in the description below, there's a link to our Spreadshirt page. So you see all three of us here are wearing the awesome shirts. Pick one up, gets us a couple of bucks, helps keeps the ball rolling, and gets you an awesome T-shirt.
There you go. So that's it for now, guys. We will see you at our next encounter.
Like a monkey in a rocket on his way back home. Okay.